is where we fight!
Bam!
The battle is on. Mars versus Venus with Nikki, Jaiga, and Rode.
How you doing? Welcome to another edition of Mars versus Venus. You'll notice I had to go put on my lipstick. This is the only time I use lipstick in life again, just for
the show.
For the show, because I don't use it
Going
again.
nowhere.
Yeah, that had a pimple on my face, and it's like I was worried. So, this pimple big, son? I'm like, nobody is saying it.
Oh well.
I'm asking that.
Oh well.
So welcome to this Mars versus Venus, of course, this show where we bring couples closer together or we drive them further apart. Yeah. We welcome the beautiful ladies. You know, I got your back. Morning. And we welcome the Spartans, the men who drive us crazy. Good and bad. All right, so today's topic, straightforward topic. Passwords.
Yeah.
Is it
Because-
necessary in
Because it's come to
relationship?
my attention that a lot of you people are having problems with my post on
This is the
Facebook.
real question.
But it's my private page.
But it's my private page.
And my password is private. Well, I guess
Well, I guess.
it's both me. Everything do. But that's all I could.
I mean, you have a different dynamic in
No,
your relationship,
but
right?
still.
Do you have
Let's
access
talk about
to,
you are told today now, please.
Yeah.
Let's
because you
talk
have
about
access
real-
to Jerry
Yeah.
bank card and
everything.
his passwords and
So let's
everything,
talk about real relationships, not Nikki and Jerry. We're talking about
All right.
real.
So when firstly should that happen? Because passwords now is a way, a
a
next
way of
level,
life.
is a
Yeah.
next level of the relationship.
It's security.
It's a next
It's my
level.
personal privacy.
Right. So when do you
my
start to
privacy.
share those passwords in a relationship?
Private password should happen only when the device is purchased by you.
Oh,
When
that's
the-
the fine print that
When
they
the
sign
bill
in.
payments are paid by
By
you.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, in other words, if it is we're in a relationship where the bills are covered by you, you are entitled to ask for anything you want.
All right. However,
If any new phone come out, I reach home and I see a box there, and in the box come out thing, I got you this, and it's on your plan. All I do is just pling, and
pling.
answer messages and call. I don't
Right.
have to study if the bill cycle is the 13th, the 2nd, or the 5th.
how much I pay on the last bill?
Cool. That's your property. That's yours. But from the time I went to the store and I say, how much should I? Good. Hola, boy. I wonder if I could. So if I trade in this one,
Yeah.
good. Still have 600.
Shasha and I are birthdays next month.
Alright, cool. So if I do that and then I go to the phone company and say, yeah, I want to put this on a plan. Oh, cool. That is plan. All they have, boy. All they have something cheaper.
No, the $4.99 is the cheapest right
Okay,
now.
I will take it. If I doing that,
That internet is not unlimited, sir.
you understand? And throughout the month I get in, you have reached 90%. Oh yeah, what do you think people just get?
90% of your credit. limit.
90%, all them kind of thing. And you then come in
You
to tell me,
75% of your data.
yeah, and you come in to tell me you're what Don't work so.
It do not work. So, all right.
So all I would want her to do basically is buy you a phone and she access to everything.
And
That
pay
what
the
you
bill.
saying?
And pay the bill.
And pay the bill.
That's hers, yeah.
right.
All right. So, if you're in a relationship, because I
don't care if you're right for me.
you fighting
I
for
was
your
in
rights.
over here in my thing.
Nah, you
This
had to
is
get
my
no
own.
Rodel.
You gifted this to me.
Yeah, gifted it, but she
This
paid the
not on
bill.
rent?
She paying the bill. So she entitled to all the
She
passwords.
choose to pay the bill.
I think it depends on the kind of relationship you have.
The type of relationship I have, I don't think you want my password.
Right? I wish I didn't give out my password.
It depends on the kind of relationship. If you're in a relationship where little trivial things like that affect you, because look, I know all Jerry passwords, but I don't use it. I mean, I
don't need to.
I don't need to. So there are those relationships where you don't have to be digging up in the man's phone because you get a bad feeling Friday night and was supposed to come by 9 and he didn't come till about 12 and you find you smell a perfume. Right.
That is overthinking.
That's
what it's called.
overthinking.
But no, there are women that go through that, and there's a reason they're overthinking, because many times the man would have them overthinking.
Many times, you say?
And I will say this, sometimes we women have the baggage. The last man do you that,
See,
and
and
you
that's
come.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
What I have
So-
to do with that?
So I want to know,
What I have to do with Marlon and what Marlon do you, boy?
I want to know when, because passwords, as you say, is a big part of relationships now. You know? I see it as if anything happened to Jerry, I could handle the scenes. I know the pin numbers, he this, he that.
So you have access to every single thing.
Every single thing.
That's the right way, man.
The only thing I don't have, you have an American account.
So you have nothing
but no, I
private.
have access to that because I know the pin and I have access to that.
That's the right. Okay.
But I'm married to
Right.
the man.
It's on a rhythm. It's on a rhythm.
We married 18. We together 20. And if after 20 years I don't know he passed.
Was it ever a struggle to get it?
No.
Or it just
Never
happened
struggle,
like
yeah, man.
you
Come
put
on.
yarn up and you say,
Come on, man. Come on.
take it, that's yours.
Come on. That's your right way. That's your right way.
It wasn't even a matter of that. It's like we on the we road. This is
Has
we
Jerry
phone.
ever given you any reason not to trust him?
Okay, once something happened, right? In all the years,
What dirty man name, eh?
in all the years,
Good dirty
I
man
checked
name, eh?
Jerry phone once, and it was on Valentine's Day, and it say,
Valentine's.
"Buenos dias." Yes. Mi amor. And that was so funny because I do check Jerry's phone, and he's like, "Babes, what's that?" And I look down and I say, "Buenos dias," and Rose and thing.
Amor, ay.
It got from Maria.
Yeah.
That's not Maria.
I know she from
You sure that
Marvel.
wasn't you?
Maria.
From
That
Marvel.
wasn't you?
So,
Maria from Marvel. That's it, Maria.
I said, Jerry, excuse me, who is Maria? Who is Maria? Valentine's Day sending.
See, can't take that boy.
And it turned out to be his partner's Spanish girlfriend who sent out that is she of love now. So she sent out to all the men that she know good. And but
Good cover, Jerry. Good cover.
cover.
Good cover, my brother.
But I think passwords now as a serious part of relationships. Like when is that point in the relationship when they say,
Yeah.
okay, baby, open my phone is 1, 2, 3, 4. When do you reach that point in the relationship? That's the next level, right?
I mean-
when you could tell your partner or somebody you with for a while, oh yeah, open my phone there now, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me tell you, my
Or check me email
I think
there.
she needs to have a look.
nah.
So I think,
You overdoing it, they know, eh?
Oh, it
You
should
know,
have a
overdoing
lock.
it, they
Don't
know,
no
eh?
lock, dog.
Nah.
Don't no lock.
You must
Remember,
have a lock.
technology
The lock
is-
is not for your
Your
significant other. you
lock
know.
is for
The
them
lock is
multi-phone,
just
yeah.
in case if you lost your
Yeah,
phone.
but okay, when
you
I
didn't
say
know
no
just
luck, when I
access to
say no
everything.
luck, when you in a relationship, Rodell, you understand? And you go on, you see how I just think, right? It's his and hers in a
Right.
relationship.
We
You
feel
understand?
that about you.
Is a relationship. You do so. When I buy a phone, if I upgrading, we upgrading. You understand?
We got
we
this.
upgrading.
Anyway,
We on
back
the
to
wheel.
When
the
we
real,
upgrade,
right?
bro, when we setting up, my face in yours, your face in mine. You understand? So as soon as you pick up my thing, pling it open. I pick it, pling. That is how it's supposed to be,
Right.
dog.
Minus the phone, right? Because
Facts!
Carlene
Facts!
access to what is this here? Carlene access to
Got a good
everything,
man last night.
right?
I tell you, again, I
don't know what we
frightened
know
for
with
you.
you,
I find I seen real bruise on you these days. I not liking
My
that.
oven door is not a bruise, it's a bird. My
I
oven
see that
door.
the same hand. I see how that bruise on the other day and I ask you about
Cause
it too.
I-
eh?
look,
Yeah, what you
how
doing in the night?
What you doing in the night? You're drinking all that rum and falling down, Nicole.
It's a burn. I was taking
Nicole,
out.
that looking like
I
a
was
rum
cooking-
fall, eh?
I was cooking for my husband.
That
looking
looking like
like-
a rum fall.
When you're picking that up, I was cooking for my
That
husband.
looking like a handcuff.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Scratch, eh?
Scratch it.
Wow.
The handcuff right up.
Well, ladies like to have grab on myself. This is a burn when
No, that looking like a handcuff squeeze, eh?
Yeah.
That
And
right up.
And look, I have all kind of burn there.
That is
Joyce-
more handcuff.
Joyce
That,
putting things so tight now.
And you know what my husband did? He just went inside, got the aloe vera gel and came and saw about it. But all your mind dirty.
and then the dirty man, we just sit down it is.
Morning, aloha, breakfast party. This we killed in Hawaii. We had to keep shit down here because we're going Hawaii. I agree with Jaiga. If you're paying the bill, yes, you can have the password.
All I saying is, bro, when you're in a relationship, when you're getting things, is
And
about
if you give me something, you give me something, yes?
I agree. I agree.
that big man, boy.
Jaiga, you see that bag of two you talking there? No, sir.
What's that?
No.
Bag of two.
I'm running you down for that day.
What bag of
I ain't
what?
doing it. That is
Password,
problem.
boy.
What are you talking about?
I don't have nothing to hide. And I have luck on my phone. Me going through that.
telling you.
You hear what Nikki say? My woman see something similar to that and want to trip off one day. What? I had to show she like, yo, listen, this is my partner, wife. So you accusing me of blazing my partner, wife? Oh gosh. Come now, man.
Come now, man.
No.
Them does move together everywhere.
Come now, man.
Something is wrong. Yeah.
So,
From the beginning, when my husband and I were dating, we had access to everything between each other, and we're now married 3 years, and I can go in his phone if you want, and he me, even with the bank accounts, open and honest throughout. That is the we road. Thank you, Candice.
alright, I
Thank you.
find nothing wrong with the phone, nothing wrong with the bank account. If you're in a relationship, you're in together, your woman must have access to them things. Even if it is in the night, she could probably clean you out. You understand? You had to take that risk.
Wow.
We road, right?
It's a
Really,
risk.
we road.
So it's a risk
It's
to
a
close
damn
your eyes.
risk, eh?
It's a risk, yes.
Risk
Wow.
you're taking, eh?
A West Indian man is we
telling
every
you.
night we sleep
That
sleep
is
and
a
rest.
risk,
Wow.
We sleep and rest every night
Well,
as
you
a
get
West
tapped
Indian
with that,
man. As West Indian
It is a-
black man.
it is a
Every
risk
night
and-
I close my
It's a
eyes.
risk.
It's prayers.
Ole, woman,
Why you
yeah,
feel like
ole,
this put my knee on the ground? Because I love God. Yes, I love God, but I also like myself. So I go on ground and I, Heavenly Father, please protect
Wow.
me tonight.
I'll protect my bank card, my links.
Get my little-
That is what you say.
my
I
little
protect my
back pain
credit card.
horse.
Heavily.
I am my little back pain now account. And you have access to everything and you just fall out and then talking for about 3-4 days.
And they have credit card
You
too. I
probably
did all
chunks
your
in-
credit
you
card
probably chunks
information.
in my thing, chunks in.
The last time I buy something from Amazon was on your card, so I even need your
But
thing
when the worst
again.
thing happen is them notifications, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Them notifications mash up a real relationship,
Yeah,
you know.
boy.
All the time.
That happened to me the
All
other
the time,
day.
they only taking 3, 4, 500 right through, and you ain't know nothing because you ain't getting. And you
Oh,
only
sure, yeah,
when they go in
that
your account,
chunks
you ain't
thing.
missing it because they taking small increments. now.
chunks,
Like every
chunks.
3 days, they'll take a
Ping.
200.
600. And I called Jerry because it happened as he leave. I said, baby.
No, you had answer.
You just take how much
Oh
you call?
yeah. Well,
I say, yeah, babe.
yeah.
I said, well, because I just signed up now. I said, oh, okay. I'm just making sure that it's somebody in
Them
this hour of the
notifications,
morning.
our relationships,
Thing is-
bommy
Don't
right
shake
now.
me. Yeah.
Bommy.
When you have a spouse who have they don't keep no record or nothing. They're not even bringing a receipt to say,
Yeah.
well, I purchased 3-4 things on Amazon or whatever, and they just spending a while, and then you had to tax your brain because you look to swipe to pay your Netflix account, and it had no money on the card.
Well,
And you had to
baby-
tax your brain now, babe. You
Baby, Ziggy, Bob, and Molly needed beds.
I think, I'm not sure, I know I buy that the other day.
Yeah,
and
but I think it's last month. That would have been
No
on last
kinda
month,
record,
bill.
boy.
I don't know what happened this
you see
month.
that? See that wild spending?
Nah, my husband is West Indian, Jamaican, and in fact, and yeah, we still have access. We rode, I see.
So what
We
about
rode.
your email? What about your email account? Your personal email account?
I don't have email.
Your spouse should have. Stop talking shit. Your spouse should have access to that as well.
I don't-
No, it have access to everything.
I don't have email.
Meaning,
I don't even find your spouse should have access. What was the reason for you being in my email?
I don't have
Huh?
emails.
well, that way that WhatsApp and then.
You must have an email, boy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, we on the road. We rode. I know Jerry. Jerry have a book. He's writing all his stuff in.
My email address is ustogether@gmail.com.
Real shipping is this morning.
I find when you're on the road, my email address is ustogether@gmail.com. I don't need. Why want I email by myself for? Or
What
email
about
is-
people?
Yeah, I don't-
and guys, hold your breath for this. There are couples that share the same email.
yeah,
Mr.
one
and
is,
Mrs.
and it's
Clark
either-
at Gmail. Both of them.
both of them. I tell you, mine is
They must
ustogether@gmail.com.
have a personal email.
No,
for the
bro,
cell
for
phone.
what?
Why?
I am living in the world of
Maybe-
Nicole,
maybe
right?
that
Jerry have
email
his
to
email,
set up
I have his
anything, you know.
email, but if I want, and then the next thing you could have a dozen email, I ain't know about it. and
Is that
vice
joint
versa.
email account? I've
Bro.
never heard of that.
Yeah, yes.
My position today
Hello?
on Mars versus Venus.
No, share,
My
tell me.
position
Yeah, boy.
today on Mars Venus is in the eyes of Nicole. How Nicole and people like Nicole want men to live.
How?
I am living.
You hear what he
What
studied?
process?
He said, so if you sign up for Pornhub, she go no?
If I get notifications, yes. Yeah, the switch off the notifications.
Guys, let me just make it clear. My position today on Mars versus Venus is in the eyes of Nicole.
What?
Everything is about togetherness.
Yes.
So I don't think you
So
should
you
have
don't
any
want no
password.
personal space.
None at all, because
You
the
don't
way
want
how
no privacy.
the way how it's set up right now, the way in the eyes of Nicole, you have to live in an embodiment of them.
Wow.
So I am living in the embodiment
I
of
did
whoever
not
I am
say-
with.
No, but
That's
you
the
see,
best thing for
in
them.
that
That's the
embody-
best thing.
Yeah.
Well,
I
firstly,
live
isn't
in the
that
embodiment.
marriage and that kind of commitment? When you make that kind of commitment, that's the we road level
think-
I always
The
think
talk
embodiment,
about.
the embodiment.
I think within-
yeah.
If there are no mind games, all you
mind
wouldn't be
games is a
tripping off.
different thing.
But that is what this is all about. Passwords. You need your own email.
I don't
What
need
is
anything.
wrong with privacy?
I don't
There's
need
nothing
anything.
wrong with privacy,
Uh-huh.
but with that privacy, meaning that if we on the Wee Road and I know Rodi, you and I on the Wee Road,
Yeah.
that means no mind games. Number one, 100% trust. So you take your privacy. It's whether you have it or not, take it. But my point is, I'm not going to dig up when you know that is level the boat to all you on. And many times in relationships, somebody on that level and the other one still playing tricks. And that is where the problems come in. But if both all you know, hey, we dare for each other. If you know, if you even had to come to ask me about tricks and who's that girl and da-da-da, that mean you suspected me a crap. And that mean we not on the Wee Road.
I don't
You
ever be
check
I
that
don't ever be
level.
on that. I don't ever be on that. So what we're saying is that I could have my separate
Take your
password,
privacy,
right?
yes.
But if for any reason whatsoever you come and you say, hey, I could get access to that, I should be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So okay, as your partner, and I come and ask you for access to
Find that
something.
is a kind of like a trust.
But that was my point too. We have to have that, and I think that's why so many relationships go to, because we don't have that 100% trust
Yeah, because-
and 100% we on this.
because
We doing
it's
this,
nothing I could do by
according to
myself,
my
boy.
girl Faye, we doing this,
You all on my Facebook account responding to people, and
but-
that's not even me.
Well, no, you going into problems in your home. That's serious.
It's not
problem.
even me.
That's no, we pass we pass password and thing now. You going into that's a
That's
whole.
what access does create, Nikki.
I have advice for all of these
But
things.
that
all these
is my
problems, yeah.
point.
Auntie Nicole
No.
don't respond on Gary page.
No, let me tell you something. Okay, I have access to Jerry thing, but I would never go into Jerry page to do that. That is the level of talking about.
It's just a Mako. Not to really
I'm not
respond.
even Mako in.
It is
So
Macro.
why you have a password?
It is
It's
Mako.
there.
For what?
It's
There's access.
Does
and-
it give you comfort having it?
No, it doesn't. But
So
there's
what you
that.
wait for?
But there's a comfort
That's
knowing
what I'm
that
trying to figure
we're
out.
not hiding nothing.
Yeah, Mako.
We could go to-
You're
we could-
responding. What is the reason for you
If
having
you
the
want
password?
if you want comfort, excellent stores, they sell it for 1,200 and something. You can
Yeah,
get
they have
comfort
it on
circuit,
sale
they have it
right
on
now.
sale. You're looking for
So
comfort.
I'm
go
a
there.
real honest, faithful man. I am nothing to hide. My woman have my passcode for my phone. She have my PIN number for my bank card, them everything. But she, by me, I no PIN number for she bank card. I don't even know the
telling you,
passcode for
boy.
she phone, nothing. She's her only daughter and both parents die. So they leave she with some bread. The other I tell she, I say, babe, in case anything should happen to you, better give me a sign on them, account on them. But the girl watch me and tell me if anything should happen to me, fight for it. So them woman bitter. Oh, Joe.
Wow, I never even asked
Wow.
my woman for her password for anything.
Well, listen, my approach
Anything.
to all of this back, and I'll
Okay, so
that's
they
not
never had a reason where, all right, Jerry needs something. Say, okay, babe, take my bank card and
Yeah, bank card and
within
that's
that
small
I
thing. Of
understand.
course,
Well,
of course.
But
okay.
I talking to access about to things that they don't even call for emergency. You just want access to it because you feel I always up to some kind of trickery.
Yeah.
well, that
This
is
is
what I
reason.
mean. That is all in reach to
Yeah, but it's
that
a man
level
not
yet.
on them things.
This is my level here. This is my level
What's
here.
your
This is my
level
level here.
Woman says she can't relate.
Wait.
Don't pressurize my space and mess up my experience. Watch it.
Did I get me a bank card? Nah.
Hey,
Hear this.
go if you want, girl, I won't stop you. You know I love you.
So do what
You have to.
Password? No.
No. Hey.
If ever you should go away, don't take my heart and leave me here hopelessly. I may not become insane.
Hey.
It takes a lot to be strong after all this pain. Oh, I am not the same. Girl, I don't know if I will fall in love again. The memories that remain
It was a good time. It was good.
haunting me
Again and again.
Woman, pressure in constant strain. And
I have access to all my partners' social and phone logging, etc. I don't like heartbreaks, so I'm not going into it.
See where you
No,
see where
no,
down
no,
up?
no.
See that- you see where down up? You see where
That's
down up?
another angle. you're expecting heartbreak, so she's not going in.
That's all in your mind.
Then,
That's all in your mind.
You have to ask yourself, at what point in this relationship are you where you're expecting heartbreak?
That
is the world. That is not the relationship, you know. All of those things that people, that's a manifestation of the things around you. Here, what's going on? Let me be real here. No joke thing aside. All joke thing aside. The world plants that seed in people's mind. So you constantly looking for the things that are energy is a hell of a thing, you know. If you in a situation, let's say you're working environment, Nicole, you working in an office with females, and the females you working with always in rap with a man. Every day you go to every time you lunchroom, oh God, I hate my land. Man is trash. Immediately, your life good, you know. But that energy is plant a real negative seed in your spirit. So you then know saying, I wonder if that's going on with me too, boy.
Always
and that starts to let your mind race. A lot of the times relationships crumble not because of the relationship itself, you know, it's because of the energy
and outside.
You see,
that's where it's happening.
You see, social media.
Yeah, boy.
Social media give everybody the impression now that if they ain't sharing,
you ain't caring.
If you ain't sharing, you ain't caring, you have no trust. If you can't put me up on your status, Jed,
I heard Tequila
you really check for me.
And them talking about
and only that.
That's a really important thing for some relationships. If you and I in a new relationship, if you and I not posted together on your Facebook or IG, why are you hiding me?
Is going on.
Why, you know?
And then too, it have the overdone ones. It have the dudes now. They're so trying to prove a point. So like you constantly living. As I made the joke just now, you are living in embodiment of your significant other. So you fighting so hard to prove that
you are
this
relationship
king and you have the best. So you constantly in this space when it starts to look corny. It starts to look as though the person can't even breathe because you are so invested in them and everything they're doing and and your thing.
I think at the end of the day, people appreciate the little privacy.
Of course.
Everybody. Morning, guys. This is Diane. But that's what I was saying. All that happens when you both all on the same level. That all you're making it together. And I think that's why we're fooling ourselves sometimes. Because if Jerry, start to act up and give me a reason, because I always talk about intuition, right? If I say I reach home, and I just, as I walk out, he put on the phone quick, he's no. And something tell you, hey, where's that one, boy? As a woman, I going to dig up and maybe see. That's me, personally, right? But I know the feeling that you was talking about, Jaiga. Sometimes women is doubt themselves and doubt their relationships. And we had to be on the same page. As I say, if all you're on the same page, if all you're dropping pothole, whatever, all in this together. Yeah. But one can't be in it, all right, let me see how this go 50. Yeah, it ain't going badish and somebody giving 100% and it will never work. Morning, guys. This is Diane. I was married for 26 years. I never knew his PIN number. He knew mine. I saw his pay slip during the divorce. What all you think about that? 26 years out of man and me know what you working for?
No.
You want to make me up?
Once you doing what you're supposed to do.
I never see. My thing real good. I cool. Not go looking for something. I have no reason to be in phone and thing. Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you is that energy, boy. People just fall asleep on that energy. That energy real, you know. Things happen to you. I think it's how women just
live and breathe for that, you know. No, wake up in the morning and so.
Yeah, and it's not they're not living and breathing for it, you know. It's the things that they are around. If you are around negativity and you are around people that not happy, automatically it will manifest in your spirit. Yeah. That is fact. People need to understand that it will manifest in your spirit. All the time you're thinking good, you know. But from the time 2-3 your girlfriend have a issue, it now becomes your issue. So you now start to look at somebody with every little thing and it causes tension because if a man is not really a man. Like he don't understand how to process and when communication starts to break down because he starts to get antsy like, yo, how your attitude changing, so what's your scene? It then sends the man into a tailspin. He going and start to react to you differently. When it's supposed to be love, he going and kind of pull back because mean like, you know, your attitude getting because you only coming at me with some off thing and I not feeling it and then bam, thing they start to break down.
Remember we talked about that last week.
People need to understand energy.
With your attitude, so my defenses up one time.
Immediately.
Heartbreak comes when you see your partner going back down the road that they were on when they were young. That's a whole. Let me hold that thought. That is
you when they were young.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
that kind of wild road he was on before.
Yeah.
That's if you had a partner on wild road. It has some people wish the partner could go back in the road because it was Mooksy and shit was bad. For real. Telling me, why you don't get back Mooksy? All of a sudden you feeling this. Telling me.
So I have a friend of mine going through that with his wife. She had children young. And all of a sudden, she is the hottest thing because the children, you know, about 10, 11 now. and she's the hottest thing,
she
and she
missed
never wants
that
to
part
stay
of
home.
her
Exactly,
life.
I think that's what they mean
Yeah.
about kind of
I don't
going
give,
back.
I don't give her wrong. A lot of women have missed their time. You see that little period when you were supposed to be
Yeah.
enjoying
Out
life
and
if you had
enjoying
young
life,
kids.
yeah.
Have some women, like, one of the things that I'm seeing heavily trending now, they have women who like 40, 42, 43,
Looking best.
who looking like 15.
Thanks.
And have these 22-year-olds and 26-year-olds looking.
Nikki, you look good for it.
Yeah, thanks.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's been happening. So if you're 42 and you have a son who is 20, let me just say 20. Let's say 20. You have a 20-year-old son, and you're like 42, and you looking put together. I sorry, but you within your right. You within your right.
And then it's
you within your right.
the ones that had the
Course.
children with past that time, and they're trying to capture it back again, and then army fed with the daughter clothes on.
Nah,
Yeah.
that off.
I think that's what my brother here was talking about.
That little
He you know, when you're going back there, you want to be wearing pum pum shorts.
Darling,
If that's what they're talking about, that
darling,
off.
that
That off.
camouflage.
Once on the V
first
Road,
up
I
with
think
it,
after
yeah.
2 years is a good time to share passwords. Meth here listening out in St. Vincent.
All right.
For once, I agree with Jack. They love to put that in.
Wow.
Why you need to go into your partner's phone? It's a question of trust. Don't be influenced by shortcomings in your friends and relationships.
That's what happens.
Tracy out in Belgium.
That is what happens. And you know the whole birds of a feather flock together thing. No, especially with men. And I agree. Let's be honest. Men really fall short most of the times. Most of the times we do. And especially if you have like a brethren, a partner who's been publicly outed for doing something off. Immediately they think you next in line. You have a brethren, you and he cool all the thing, everything nice. Then bam, you hear he in wrong thing. Automatically they're going and say you in wrong thing too.
Yeah.
Because it's the birds of a feather.
Yeah.
But if you within yourself to have that line of communication with your significant
It
other
was
set
belong
up
to-
properly,
yes.
you understand?
Foundation thing there.
And she too or he too, because it's happened to men. Don't feel as women alone I talking about it. It's a
Yeah,
man, just
of
be
course.
cool and going in barbershop and hearing stories with other man and going home and watching the girl with the most vexed face like and automatically you're nice woman turn her bad. It's because you're brethren in the barbershop
whisper
girl.
in ears.
You're whispering ears. It's happened.
Hi, this is Playboy Girl inside Eastside Plaza. Morning, Ojo. Why must I not have all his information? And we on the Wee Road. I want pin for pin, password, WhatsApp, Facebook, IG, TikTok, everything.
Wow.
But you need telling me everybody he talked to is a potential client. So I give up.
It's the government.
Who is he?
With the Terrence Diaz thing.
This one.
I think it's the only people can get away that is like ministers and things. That is why I really want to get in government. So I know that is national security. You like, I get
That top secret thing.
everything for me will be
I
national
like it.
security.
What?
Thanks, Jaiga. I know I look good.
All right. Yes, you
right.
do, Carla.
Carla, sing
The
up.
confidence too.
Sing up,
Nikki,
man.
I have two
Lord.
bank cards, one with First Citizen and one with Republic. And yes, my husband don't have access to everything. My pay slips remain in my locker, and I work on the FCB card. Have some crumbs. We have access to certain things with each other. I have my husband passwords and he had mine, but I give my husband his privacy, and we cool. Once what the eye don't see, the heart don't grieve for. You bitches. That's what my grandmother teach me when she died in bed. She said, my husband laugh and watch me. He know exactly what he doing. Pro and my husband is best friends. How they love Pornhub so.
Yeah, poor
But
real
Rody, but it's pro we be talking about. not really.
real of a Pornhub in a way. Jesus.
But he's supposed to. He's
And he have
the
premium,
and
he have
smiling, eh?
Yeah, you had the premium gold package.
That is the man almost pay his son school fees late because he had to take out money for Pornhub. Like, wicked, eh? You rather your son go and pick up package by the school than pay him on Zoom because you need to get Pornhub. It's criminal as for all.
Want to do
Yeah?
that
Going
topic,
on.
did we do it already? I think we did it maybe years ago. Does porn help or hurt a relationship? What
The man
pro?
answer immediately post it helps.
It's help.
People say help.
It could depending on the type of relationship it can help.
Morning, Dara. I agree with Jaiga. Negative woman can influence your relationship.
All right, time for this.
And we're back.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. We appreciate it. Okay.
Oh gosh, she went into the porn thing. That's That's what next week. Hold it back. They want to porn one bad boy. Sherman from New York and not giving anyone my password. And if you happen to access my phone anyway and see something that upset you, don't come and ask me anything. I ain't send you there.
Wow. That's a different level of ignorance, though. Wow.
Morning, Sherman.
Wow.
I agree with you.
Who
Who
send
send
you
you there?
Wow.
Morning to the Castro family from Samoa, from Kevin on Long Island, New York. Loving the Ojo. Thank you, Kevin. You see, that's so societal influence. I had to cut off my significant other from watching Cheaters and bringing home stories from those ladies at work. Your Cheaters because hired out in yourself.
I'm telling you, energy or bad energy just mash up everything. Bad energy just mash up everything.
I like that. The thought. I'm here, neighbor. Morning, neighbor.
Listen, the old people say the more you look, the less you see. My aunt and my uncle been together for 45 years and she has access to everything. He doesn't have access to his stuff. He doesn't even know how much she was making when they were working. And I was with somebody for 13 years. He got the pin because, he needed to go get money, at whatever time or pay bills, fine. One time he asked me to use my phone and I gave him the pin. I not on nothing, somebody sent me an unwarranted DP because they got my number from somebody. Next thing you know, I in folly. Nah.
Unwarranted.
It was unwarranted.
Unwarranted.
Unwarranted
DP. Unwarranted DP. Wow. Okay, a fancy thing.
It's first to begin. Nikki, I agree with you, girl. We had to be on the way road to get password. So, once relationship is honest, open, the whole 9 years, everything 100, fine. So, in my case, the next person to come into my life can't come and play asking for my password. Hell no. If we have to get married, yeah.
Every time you meet a man, you give me password, you have to be changing.
Change the password, right?
Every time you pick up any man.
Your phone Carlos.
Morning, Ojo. I don't need passwords for anything. If he or she wants to play, they will find a way. Old people say the more you watch, the less you will see. Morning, guys. Helps a lot. I'm in a long distance relationship, and with these borders closed now, that's all we got. I'm engaged, but my brother-in-law to be is stepping to me real strong. What to do?
What?
Wait, there's a whole
Wait. We almost deal with that topic today,
Yeah, we just talked about that.
We spoke about that just now, about a situation where somebody was engaged to be married and the guy fell in love with the girl's mom.
Brother-in-law, ways that boy, dog way.
Understand? At the end of the day.
And then I read a story, I think it happened in Europe, where this guy, the girl died. Girlfriend died, or wife died. And 5 years after, he got married to his mother.
Wow. I wonder. Wow.
Better version of the daughter.
I don't know. Definitely an older version than the daughter.
Not necessarily. It
might
be.
It's
like wine. It's like wine.
Wine.
Could there be a cured version of the
you
daughter?
You can say what you want. She is an older version than the daughter. Morning, I'm engaged, but all right. So that brother-in-law.
I don't know how to deal with that one.
Oh no.
I don't know what to do with that.
I think there are different steps there. Firstly, you have to be straight up with him. Hey, Dread, that this real not happening. If he continues, then you step to the man and say, hey, we having a little problem with your brother. Yeah.
See your brother working.
We'll try and hide it because if something just uncomfortable, seeing Dread, look how much women have out there. You have to check your brother fiance.
If you see something,
say something. Gary said it. If you see something, say something.
That's bad.
Jaiga, when me and my ex was in a relationship, I had it very nice. Nobody locked phone. We know each other's password. As a matter of fact, we didn't even have a password on our phones. When I traveling out the country, he used to give me his credit card to travel on it, all kind of thing. I mean, it was really nice. You understand? It was nice. We never. I don't know. In my relationships, I don't even have all that problems, you know.
Yeah.
So
what happened? So why he's
what went on, Vanis?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't understand.
Yeah, but he was very nice. It was nice. He did.
She did say his
What
ex.
went on?
Yes, but she
What
said
just
ex.
went on?
So he did.
Why? You want to have the man dead? But she's dead to Vanice. That is what is
Nah, he had
important.
her dead
When
because-
you see a woman dead,
Woman ain't leaving man like that just
when you're dead to a woman, you're dead to a woman.
I don't need to song so harsh, but clearly he was in a motorbike accident and he passed away. Because there's no way.
Don't give them no pin. If you're accustomed giving them blue band, give them blue band. Because once they get the pin and they see they could afford golden rate, they just want to go haywire.
All of that.
You're that chef.
All that metaphor. If that custom to blue band, I get me pinned, they just want to get golden ring and get haywire. What happened? All that? How haywire you cheating? I don't know.
Morning, guys. You see how Nikki does screen people messages, eh? I want to know what is the underlying reason for why you want my password.
She still
If
don't
you
know.
trust me, why is there a need to have my password? That's all I want to find out, please.
You see, what did happen was, right?
What did happen was what?
I had to go and pick up the pastels, right? I had all that cash on me now. So just give me I need the pen number to swipe the card.
Some women, I tell you, some women, they naturally get into all relationships with that little splash. Not only gimme, a splash, that's a splash of insecurity for whatever issues they have in the past. So
and
it
this
manifests.
is why I want our women to get more secure with themselves and be confident and stand up for what's right and wrong. But you can't go into relationships
And they
with all
never
this
admit,
baggage.
that.
Yeah.
Because of
Access
that,
to everything.
and that attitude again, energy. It's because in the beginning, remember,
We all have faults.
you see that train we talk about, you see the train wreck we talk about, you seen it going to happen, but you ignore. Everybody does it, men and women. You see red flags and you ignore it because you tell yourself, nah, it could fix. Because you have an interest in the
And
person.
women do that.
You love the
Women
person.
do that. We feel
You
we
love
could
the
always
person.
fix it.
It will fix. And then you go
He
on
go
then
change.
you open your eye and it's 5 years later and it's problems. Because why? The problem was always there in the beginning. You just ignored it. And that's what happens most of the times. We ignore some
Morning,
problems.
Nikki, Jaiga.
Jolanta.
I don't have any password on my phone. But you know, man phone, it is know the business. The hidden secrets. So sometimes they'll give you the phone to probably talk to someone and then you see all the hidden secrets. I don't have no secrets. I don't have password on my phone.
Jolanta, see some secrets.
Now, you had to get to a point
With
where
that
there's
message there where the young lady said that the brother-in-law hitting on her very hard and she don't know what to do. You know, tell her just relax and watch the scene.
What she
Could be the husband to be setting up his brother to see what type of woman she is. Men just do these things, you know.
What?
So she had a most
Man,
smart.
is that?
Don't
Never
just
heard about that.
don't give in. Just watch. See the husband to be movements and you know, show little niche at the husband to see if the husband have a part in it. She don't know how to move smart.
Okay.
You ready to play the game.
So lesbian
Yes, you ready to play games.
Yeah, it's your lesbian ass. Me not time for that.
Hey, Ujo, morning.
Morning, what's
I real sad. I don't even make password. My wife does make all the password for the house. She making passwords for the house. And it is coming good because most of the time I just forget the password. So I just had to call her to get the passwords.
That
For
is
whatever.
relationship.
Anything we have to have a password, she made it. So she can't come and say, I unfollow.
That is not a relationship, eh? That is a forgetful man.
Exactly, and you must know your partner. If I know that Jerry does always forget, yes, I will make sure I write down everything for him.
Nah, but that's some kind of nice way, you know? Them kind of things you just do.
Wi-Fi password and thing, alright, cool.
Them little, them moments. You understand?
Yeah, you know what I can understand when only ready to lock up all the Pikachu. It have no password. No password that a man could put in the GTA. None. See here, this next one, that white tap on them.
Jaiga, like he's listened to you, maybe you need to let him know dating and hook up local singers. When you pay for sex, you can get COVID. The whole family got tender and all these sex sites. You don't only bring it for your wife now. The whole family could be affected by his indiscretion.
Pull up. Hold on.
That's it for next week.
First and foremost, I hate the fact that she said Jaiga.
Like he just listened to you.
He listens to me. Hold on, honey. I've been getting a lot of these DMs from women recently. A woman hit me a DM the other day
talk to them, man.
and started telling me, I need, are you busy by chance? I did not
Can you
answer.
speak to my husband?
I get a lot of those. Let me just make this clear today.
To Steve Harvey.
Women, I cannot speak to your man. Okay? If for some reason you're having issues, my advice will always remain the same. Seek
therapy.
help. Seek therapy.
Hi, Steve.
I believe I endorse therapy a gazillion %.
Hi, Steve.
It helps because it gives you a clear and neutral ground to sit down and discuss any issue. Do not bring it to my DM.
You see, they had to pay for that. They could just message you and get some free advice.
Do not message
All
my
right,
DM.
some more advice. They don't take no. My CF brother been jumping out himself, talking about how long he have feelings for me and he don't care about my brother. I block him after waking up to a melon.
Them are different mother.
Nah, man.
Maybe he's a farmer.
Nah, but them are
She block
different
him
mother.
after waking up to a melon.
Yeah, he's a farmer.
But them are different different mothers.
Me ain't want all your own, and I definitely ain't getting all your mind. Even waste of time.
Wow.
Me ain't want all your own, and I
Nah,
definitely
brother.
ain't getting all.
Boy, that is not brother, boy.
That's a different mother.
That's not a brother, boy.
Different mother.
Blessed morning breakfast party. All the calls I hear about I have access to heaping is women say they have access to a man thing. I'm not hearing the part where the man have access to the woman thing. I find this thing sounding kind of one-sided. If it's just me.
Bro. It is, bro.
Maybe he didn't get to use the phone this morning.
Wow.
Morning, husband willingly gave me his password. Yeah.
So you have an next phone?
Joe, what about if the brother seen the good qualities in the girl and knowing the brother is a slacker and treating she bad and he loving she and he know he go treat she best? Could be that too. Look, Isa man, my son is 25, my girl is 40. I don't know we proper. She have any bread, I have any place. I lay them know, I lay them know, I lay my girl know. Anytime I dare to do tomorrow, don't bring no man in my house. You know.
Hello.
Roping my son right here because I stepmother, I know she's son. Oh, Joe.
But you prefer share than share the house.
Great is the Friday on the Ojo. Hustlers,
Assemble.
pay attention to your surroundings.
attention.
Nikki.
Yeah, pay attention.
Cartel. When my ex started cheating, he used to charge his phone's face down. I just used to watch tricks and smile.
You like when you're sleeping in the night and you ain't want the light and thing, but then you just turn over your phone.
What about the women and them who are good man and find it too good to be true, boy, and just want to go digging and looking for mess? What about them?
Yeah, well, those are the insecure ones we're trying to
Yeah,
toughen
guys,
up
and
this
also
morning.
I don't need anyone's password in my past relationship. That don't bother me. I don't need a password.
As a woman, don't care. I don't care. I have time to be taken.
Jaiga, they calling your name is the Horner brand.
Thank you.
Brand boy.
Thank you.
Where's that boy? I cannot help if you're in a situation and your man does something. I cannot counsel. I am not legally, you understand?
That's why we
in
want
a
to put you as the
position
mascot.
Legally certified.
I'm not legally certified to counsel nobody's man. All right?
Dara
Okay.
says, my husband calls me everything, even though I write it down for him. Or maybe forgets. It drives me nuts, especially when I'm taking care of my
I
patients.
just saying, for the people and them who want password to kind of have that comfort, and you know you have a little insecurities and some past
verification.
trauma,
You gotta give it
it
to
is
them.
inevitable.
You gotta give it
If
to
it
them.
is, no, it is inevitable. If it is, you have access to everything. You know my upset out there. Huh? If you're getting one, boy.
No. I'm saying for anxiety reasons, right? If you're with someone who suffers some anxiety and has that insecurity, and what will help curb the anxiety is the fact that they want access to something they ask for. Like, let's say they want access to the phone. My advice is just give it to them. To ease up the noise, just give it to them. No, give it to them.
Morning guys. What happened to the woman them? Every time you catch them in something, it's some family or some cousin from a long time.
The openness is always helping Rudy, I'm
As
telling you.
Sandoli say, write down all your family name on a piece of paper for me.
Me saying, at the end of
Never
the day,
look through your man's
Sorry.
phone. You'll always find what you're looking for.
yeah, just say what you
See,
gotta
when you-
say.
when
That's
you
what you
make
gotta
your
say.
bed, you gotta lay
Christian,
in
that
it, you
sound
know.
like you're
When
No,
you make your
Nico.
bed, you're
Okay,
telling
from
it.
my
If you
business
start that bad
experience.
habit from the
Yeah.
jump, you going on to continue that, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Bro, no.
Every Sunday
If you
go
tell
to
I have
you.
my phone and every time you go in my phone, hey, who is Tasha? Oh, Tasha is so and so. Who is Nick? So and so. That's you will get to a point when
you
you
have to explain yourself,
no, it
boy.
will get no. You see, I don't know the trick. At the end of the day, they will get fed up asking name. So every day you come and ask me this one. So let's put name
You
there.
ain't dealing with anyway.
You all know what is going.
They will get fed up.
Man, just putting the work behind the significant other back, you know. I'm not saying all man,
But it have some man just do that. You understand?
Yeah.
But what is going with them man and them? They know them putting in the work behind the woman back. The woman may not put in the work, you know, but our next man might put in the work with the woman. You understand? And she may or may not encourage it. But the fact that he seen our next man putting in the work, the fact that even if she don't answer, she man go still make her see out of that. Like to show you. So I don't want to see. I don't want to know what he had. And the eye do feel what he had do feel, and the eye do see, the heart can't grieve. I don't want to know.
Don't want to know. Jaiga, thanks for the counsel, my brother, on the breakfast party on a Friday.
No, I not tell us stop that.
Dwayne from South working in Princess Town. Much love and blessings, Ocho. Have a great weekend.
Take it anymore.
That's the problem.
That's why you see some woman is hard to do the thing behind the back.
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
My sister got a phone, message me. I miss you, love you, can't wait to see you. Go on in my phone, call the number in my presence. Oh, wow. Feel like a beep. Wow. So you have to stand up there and call, boy? I ain't going through that. If I had to go through that with a man,
No, and at the end of the day, women too. And not only that, women have to remember a man.
going through that.
Just so you had to respect a woman, you had to respect a man too. You can't papi show a man and put him up. So call him.
Yeah.
Call. Let me
Yes.
see call and face
Yes.
it. Nah, you can't do a man there. You can't do him
There
there.
you go. Watch that. My ex is an ex-Marine Corps veteran.
Wow.
And take what I'm telling you. You see when you see Ice Caribbean, you see when you see I sleeping in the night and you get up screaming down the place, kicking, screaming and all of that? No. That means I go be in the papers the next day. No, he gotta go. He's gotta go. No, I ain't able to that. I come home, he fly in Trinidad and meet me, you know. I'm telling you, this man still feel me and he together, you know.
Nah, you can't do him that. Yeah, remember, he went through some trauma too.
You
You
don't
have
know,
to
you
hold
don't
out, you have to
know.
hold it down with him, man.
And
You
then
can't do
you
him that.
see, some women just can't hear what? You see all of that? I ain't able to all of that. That's funny.
True, some women
But I
already
say,
sign up
hey,
for that. They
organize
sign up.
yourself, then come back and check me, my brother.
Well, my husband, he have a Me Too, so he no need to have no password and no Me Too. And my phone have no password at all.
He's a smart
Give
man.
the man a Me Too,
He's a
yeah.
smart man.
Call them problems. The app, you don't know.
I remember I went
make call and play
I went
safe.
through that already, you know. I went through that, boy. Things started to get too rough. I say, you see this? I chop, man. I went and got a blue S.
Yeah.
I got a blue for rock, a blue for about 2 months. Just so it have nothing. It have no nothing.
It have nothing.
Just have blue. It everywhere. All it lighten up blue. It lighten up and it just number to call it. It have no Facebook, no Instagram, no nothing. Sometimes I do that.
When I give you my word, I give him a word, eh? I give him a word. I ain't going and do nothing, girl.
At least not this.
Use my one and only. You don't need access to all them things.
that the
My
thought for
word
the
is
day?
enough.
I get it out of the day now, my brother. You ready to bust out?
Is it thought of the day?
I can't remember.
Yeah, the day. It was the
Oh, yeah, it was here. Don't judge me.
No, don't get your car. You have to do it flawless. You can't just do it halfway, so.
I forget what it was.
Wow.
Let me pull it up here.
All right, guys, we had so many well, I'm not going through no man phone case was guaranteed you will find something. Morning, a Kay from Pennsylvania was engaged to a guy in Trini. We were all in a group chat together, but his brother took my number from the group chat and messaged me late one night trying to pursue me. I turned him down and told my ex-fiance immediately. Apparently that's the brother's habit because he did it twice before to 2 separate brothers.
Them are different mother. I telling all that. It's only happen when you have different mother. When you have different mother, you could go after.
At least I will give you the password and you least expect it.
You know, I have a friend, right, who was in a situation, recently married, and the man, she was having a conversation with a man on Facebook, right? You know, he asked us, snap a picture of the conversation that
his wife
and the other man was having, and put it in the church group on WhatsApp.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
161 people in the group.
Wow.
Saw the message, right?
To ask the church's opinion.
Yeah, what they think about this?
Right.
Right?
Nice.
We don't think about that.
I love him.
You love him.
I love him.
And then,
why everybody in the church group have to know we business?
No, because what you're doing, me and you going to church, right? You and that's what you're doing.
161 of them.
I need to let the parishioners know what kind of woman he is.
His claim is that it was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. He was supposed to send it to Shimara.
That is not a mistake. He do that on purpose. That is not a mistake.
161, you know.
Yeah.
The whole congregation congregation.
Sometimes you just have to take it to the Lord in prayer.
Wow. You know what? Take it to the Lord in prayer. We're out of here. Have a good one.
Right,
Have
so
a great
totally
weekend.
Find a man, ladies. Find a man who has passed his sex craving stage, who craves for a peace of mind, financial stability, and settling down. You can find a bar or somewhere up there.
Go cemetery?
They are going cemetery for that.
Welcome to Ojo.